welcome to another episode of Thoughts from the Shower. We are back with Miss Brandi Lee, my favorite makeup and hair artist. So we're back here at Brandi's house. It's probably one of my favorite places to record now. Yay. Yeah, I do like different rooms in my house to try to find one that I like.
Zen spot.
Yeah. I recorded with Alicia Warblow a few weeks ago, and we did one in my library, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the lighting, it's all lights, like this is. It's a little bit different. Anywho, it was nice. Okay, so what are we going to talk about? Oh, okay, so this happened to me in the shower today, and I want, one, your opinion, and two, just a voice that it happened to me. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, Pure Romance, right?
Right.
The coochie, right? The shave conditioner.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So swear by that, right?
I love that product.
Yeah. It's definitely something that women are like obsessed with.
I even think that men could use it, like men with sensitive skin on their faces.
Yeah. We have two.
And their balls.
I know.
Yeah. Can you say that?
Yeah. Okay. We can literally
can we
say
that?
We want, I think. Right now there's two men's fragrances.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's one called Atlas, which is very descriptive. Obviously, we know exactly what that tastes or smells like, right?
Yeah.
We would taste it too.
We would.
Let's
keep it
dirty. So there's Atlas. I do actually put on here, this is definitely not a show for children.
No, definitely not. So
click
pause and get them out of the room.
Yeah. Bye. So Atlas and then Titan, which again, very descriptive as to what it would be like, right? When we first released the Titan, I smelled it and my knees got weak. So I call it the panty dropper.
I was going to say, is that the panty dropper?
It's a panty dropper, yeah. Anywho, okay, so I use the shave conditioner, okay? Underarms, right? So you don't get I hate.
Razor burn.
Nothing more.
I know, me too.
The armpit.
And my skin is so sensitive that no matter what I use, I will always usually have razor burn, but it's when the hair is growing back in.
Yeah. It's like little stubble.
It's like 2 days later and it's just like red and on fire and itchy.
Yeah. We have the aftershave, which is pretty good.
I should try that.
Yeah. It's like, I always tell girls it's not for those that understand it, right? Unfortunately, we're getting older, right? So the population of people that understand what the original Home Alone, that population is diminishing.
Yes.
But, when he uses the aftershave.
And he's like,
yeah. So I do that at parties sometimes, and some of the younger kids, like the Gen Zs and below, they don't get it.
That's sad because that means their parents are failing. Because if you, as a parent, if that was like your movie, like it was ours, like our kids watch that all year round. They know every line. They still belly laugh.
Yeah, we used to do it. My granny and I used to do it when Grandpa would come home from work. He'd come around the corner and we'd just go, ah. Yeah. Anywho, so I'm using that, right? But I don't know if it's because I've gotten so lean or because I've injured but on my shins, right on the shin bone, right? There's like nothing,
no
right? It's literally just like a layer of skin and then just bone. And then I have like little, I researched it one time and it said that they were like calcium deposits, right? When you get you get hit in the shin so many times or whatever, you get those little bumps, right?
What the hell are you doing on your knees so vigorously? Just saying.
Yeah, so I have like little, because I thought I was scared about them at first, but then I found out they're just like calcium deposits or whatever. So anyway, every single fucking time, I was in the shower just today, shaving my legs, because I got a date, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you do? I'm going to hear more about that later.
TBD. So, yeah, TBD. TONY.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, so I'm just like shaving them, and I know this, right? So I'm being mindful, and I try to like shave a different direction or whatever, and I feel it. And I literally, to myself, I'm all by myself, right? And I'm like, for fuck's sake!
You got it. You nicked yourself.
Every goddamn time.
You're just bony.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, and I wonder if you've ever done this, I'm thinking, I'll just use my coochie shave for all the things, but like literally just on the shin line.
Why don't you just do like a nair? I was going to say like a nair or a hair removal lotion. Wax strip's not a bad idea. However, you've got to have substantial hair length before a wax strip would work. So just nair it.
Yeah.
Don't ask me for a rec because I don't know.
Yeah.
I know. Like I feel like there were two brands back in the day. There was like that Venus brand, and then there was like the Nair.
And I hated the Nair.
It smelled terrible, and it like tingled.
Right there.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. If it's not that, it will be something else that'll get us because of our generation. But yes, I would try that route.
Yeah. Just for that one spot, man.
I used to use that Nair stuff on the bikini area because I had such sensitive skin that every single time I shaved, it was just like my area was just covered in red bumps and I hated it. And then I got like, I would be really self-conscious and wouldn't be able to wear the cute little, not that I would wear a skimpy bathing suit bottom now because hello, 5 kids, but I had a cute little body back then and I would be like wearing the granny bottoms to cover up the razor burn that was like halfway out my freaking, and then just the material like rubbing.
Oh, it's the worst.
Makes it even like 10 times. So then it was just like, I'm not even worth it. I'm just going to be like a 70s girl and like embrace the full bush. And then I just couldn't take it.
Yeah.
I'm not a hairy
No, I've tried I've tried like different things.
I have too, like a little landing strip spot or just shaving really inward and then down and having like the little triangle.
Just a little V.
Yeah.
I've tried different things.
You know, I'll be real honest, and I have had feedback from my husband. They don't give a fuck.
No, I know.
They don't give a fuck if it is bald, if it is hairy, like, it
could be a Fu Manchu.
Yeah, like a jungle down there. Like they do not care.
I think it's.
But for me,
that it's way more us.
For me, it 100% is. 2, I don't feel like, and I know that the hair is there to be a cleanser or a filter so that stuff doesn't get up in that vajayjay, but I hate the look.
I know.
And the feel, and there's nothing worse than finding pubic hair, like when you're cleaning the toilet. Like I hate that.
Ugh.
Like I hate it.
So gross.
Or like you shave and then it's like all in your bathroom, Like I just hate hair. And if I could, there's the new product. That is all over my For You page and in the like sponsored ads on my social media platforms, and I want to try it. It is, I'm not going to name the brand, but because it's like blowing up right now, and so I don't know like if there's like copyright, whatever.
Sure, yeah.
But it is an electrolysis device at home, so you can permanently remove your hair from home. They're like $180.
Yeah, there's one influencer that was doing it.
And they're also, right? Oh, I don't know about that, but the ones I have seen, it shows a picture of a peach. Yeah. And then it takes hey, Peyton, get down. My dog is wanting to be on camera.
Everybody wants to be on here.
It's a peach, but it's like a cartoon peach.
Yeah.
And they take that device and they're like putting it in the groove of the peach because they're trying to show you that it's safe enough to use on your tush. Your peach back there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So it's like a Brazilian, but it's like, so I thought, damn, like I have really sensitive skin. Andrew has really sensitive skin. Like this would be something that we could get because electrolysis and permanent laser hair removal packages start at like $800, and you have to do it
all the time,
every 3 weeks, religiously, 5 or 6 times, because you have to catch every single growth cycle, and your hair grows between every 21 to 28 days, is that cycle. So you have to go so many times,
and I was like, that sounds awful,
and it hurts. I mean, I've had I've had it done. I would just rather somebody go down there and just wax it all. That is better to me than a constant like rubber band burn on your twat. I mean, come on.
I don't know. I've never cut.
But I want to get it. It's $179.
Yeah.
Or $169. And right now you can get $69. Right now you can get.
Speaking of knees and calves,
right now I'm sure they have like introductory offers too.
Yeah.
And so I feel like Andrew, he has real sensitive skin, so like he hates shaving, and I feel like you could like do that, and then he could do unwanted other body hair.
Yeah. Like the random things
like the back of his neck that I have to shave like every 2 weeks.
Dude, I noticed the other day,
like men get that free.
My hair goes so far down. Like I just shaved it the other day.
Yeah. Oh shoot, girl.
So far down.
That is crazy.
Like I'm the Wolverine up in here. Yeah. But I didn't know because remember I shaved my head for so long.
I keep touching this mic. It's probably like sorry.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Anyway, I shaved the bottom of my head for so long. So like I guess my girl just always got it, and now that I have long hair.
And now it's all back to normal.
Oh, it's so wonderful.
It's fun.
It's so wonderful. It's getting really long.
Huh? It is. It really is.
And I'm trying to do better about keeping it healthy. Since the last time I got it cut and colored. But anywho, so yeah, that's my most recent shower experience was the freaking, I literally, for fuck's sake.
I mean, I get it.
It's so annoying.
I get it. I don't like showering. Like, I don't like getting my hair wet and like doing all the things. Like, I don't mind getting in and doing like the quick shower.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I'm not in a bath where I can relax and just chill, I don't want to do it all.
Yeah.
I just want to get in and get out and like get on with my day.
I have trouble because I like
the baths are more my jam.
I don't want to wash my hair ever, but then I feel like I end up washing it too much because I'm like, oh, when was the last? Like I'm not good at it.
I would say like if you really don't like washing your hair, you could train your hair to go 7 to 14 days without washing.
Girl, I went a whole summer once.
Oh, okay. Well, then you're good.
Yeah.
You're good, girl. Yeah. You're good.
My hair doesn't care. My hair doesn't care. It's mostly just me. Like, I'm going out with this guy tonight.
Yeah.
So,
hey, where are you guys going?
What else?
Can you say?
Well, we're going to work out.
Oh, of course. Why didn't I think of that?
It's kind of been like, it's
Wait a minute.
Like our friend
Wait a minute. Do I know this person?
No.
So I have not met this person in passing?
No.
Not at a show?
No.
Okay.
Nothing. I know.
Are you sure I haven't met this person?
Oh, very sure.
Is he involved with the gym?
No.
Oh, he's just going to go with you.
Yeah.
So how'd you meet him? Tinder?
Like 4 years ago.
On Tinder?
On something.
Something. And then like you just...
Because I had like all the things. I had all the things. After the last boyfriend, before this last, after this one, the live-in, and then before this one, I was on all the things, on and off, like we live in a very small village. So like, how am I going to find people, right? Everybody was married or
I would say that
divorced.
If I were to grace the dating game now, after I'm obviously like, I wouldn't be married if I was gracing the dating
if anything
game,
were to happen and you had to date them.
I don't know if I would because I just don't. I mean, two, yes, I would because I would really miss sex, but
truth.
But that would be hard because I don't know if I could like emotionally tap in. But I think there would have to be like, I don't know. I would download like the swipey apps because I don't have time. I would also do a speed dating. Like I heard like Columbus has speed dating. Wouldn't that be so fun if like Three Tigers hosted a speed dating?
It'd be so fun.
Or someplace in Granville.
Actually, a girl that was on my team with Pure Romance did a speed dating. She's married now, and I don't know if they met during that or I don't know the whole story. But anyway, she went to one time, and I wasn't able to go, and I was so bummed out about it because I thought that would be so freaking fun. Even if nothing came from it, just the experience of being like, I speed dated. Because it's something you only see in the movies, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I'm with you.
Yeah, I was on the apps 4, 5, 7, 8 years ago, whatever.
And so you met this person.
Yeah, we met. Here's the funniest part. He had to remind me like what our date was even like. Like I had no fucking clue.
Oh, like you've actually dated him before?
Like we went on one date.
Oh. Oh, and you didn't remember.
Like I remembered the person.
But you didn't remember going out. So it must have been a little underwhelming.
I remember going out, but like I didn't remember like where did we go? What did we do?
Well, you do go out for a living. I mean,
Truth.
You're out all the time. Truth. Whether you are
and at that point in my life,
any of the businesses that you currently do,
and it
requires you to be mobile, girl.
So
no wonder.
I was coming out of my depression after my miscarriage.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like really motivated to date.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, going out on multiple dates a month, meeting new people, swipey on the apps or doing whatever. Allegedly, I'm told, we went out. We went to the pub, apparently. And
how long ago was this?
Like 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you guys never went on a second date or?
No. And here's why. So we had the date. He's telling me all this. I don't. I recall a little bit. I remember.
Like it's like coming back to you.
I know that we went out. And I know once he told me why we didn't go out again, I do remember that circumstance happening.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember any like emotions or thoughts or anything that attached
what happened? Now you have to tell me.
So,
and if you don't want to record, we're going to push pause and come back.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
If this boy wants to continue to date me, this is what's happening.
Okay, here we go.
So we go out, we have a nice time. Apparently we scheduled to go out again, but he canceled. He canceled because he was, we didn't know what we know about COVID now.
Right.
So he was exposed.
Oh, this is like COVID.
Yeah.
You guys went out during COVID times.
Yeah. Like we either went out
like social distancing before or right after they opened everything back up.
Yeah. So it was within that time frame.
Like such a weird.
I know. So weird. Right? Going out. So weird. But I think again, motivated to go out.
Yeah.
Right? So he's like, he texts me and says he's been exposed, whatever. We need to reschedule or cancel or whatever it was. I don't know. And his version is that the way I replied made him sound
like you weren't interested.
That I wasn't interested, that I didn't believe him, that, you
thought he was blowing you off.
Deuces, go F yourself.
Uh-huh.
And
I can see that.
And he had to have some major surgeries that were going to require a long recovery period. Mm-hmm. So in his mind, it was, the bitch doesn't believe me. I'm going to be laid up for the next year.
Like, what am I? What am I bringing to the table here?
Might as well cover less.
Okay.
So yes, but we stayed connected. Over the years, we've had a few conversations.
I need to see this gentleman who's taking my friend out this evening, and two, I just want to see if he's cute. Like,
yeah, he's cute.
Of course, but obviously.
But yeah, so and he likes to work out, so we've made this a thing. We're both I work out in the morning, but he works out after work.
So you're going to work out tonight and then do what? What are your plans?
We might have pizza.
Really?
Yeah.
We're at Harvest?
No. I'm going to him.
Oh.
So.
Where's he live?
New Albany.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I told Andrew he needs to take me on a date.
You guys should go on a date.
We should. We do all the things.
I think that we tapped into it on the last episode, but we could just refresh.
Yeah.
So
that was a while ago.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this should be airing in April. So 2 months.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So tell me how you ended up, like what was it that got you into this hair makeup? What made you choose that as like your small business?
Yeah.
And then you have a specialty, if you will, for bridal.
Yeah.
Right?
I do.
So let's tap into that.
The tea.
Yeah, tell us all the things.
So, growing up, I was always enamored with makeup and hair. I mean, I can remember as a young child, my cousin was 9 years old. And she hung every moon in my universe. Like I love, and I still adore her to this day. And it's really cool because my mom was 16 years older than her. She was 9 years older than me. I was about 9 years older than her daughter. And then her daughter was 16 years older than Jaden.
How cool.
So,
that's so weird.
Yeah. And so she would I was her baby doll.
Yeah, of course.
So she would come to my grandparents' house and put me in the bathroom, this little tiny bathroom, the only bathroom at my grandparents' house. And she would put the curlers and plug them in, and she would tease my hair, and she drove she drove, I think it was White Rain, but she drove a yellow sports car. And I just thought she was the baddest bitch on the block.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she was just the bomb.
Yeah.
I looked up to her so much.
Yeah.
I
have a cousin like that.
Yeah.
She's like super like earthy and hippie. And
I always my friend, but very just cool.
Oh God, and she's only a couple years older than me.
Yeah.
But I was just like, oh my God, you're so fucking cool.
I know.
And I finally told her a couple years ago at like a Christmas or something. I was like,
I loved you when I was little.
Like I was so obsessed with you.
Yeah.
You're so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So every time, and my cousin's name is Jamie. Every time Jamie was in town, because we didn't live close.
Yeah.
So we were only there like holidays and summer, that type of thing. But every time she was there, she would just make me feel so special. And I never forgot that feeling. Yeah. And so as I grew up and got through high school, I always did my friend's makeup and hair for dances. Yeah. And I actually did like neighbors' hair, I was just doing that before. And I wasn't the best student, to be 100% honest. I struggled with grades, and I was definitely more of that social butterfly than academic.
Huh.
I got talks too much in class all the time.
That's weird.
As like in kindergarten, and when you get an S on your report card and not a letter grade. Brady talks too much. Imagine that.
Yeah. My parents I remember I got that in 7th grade, and my parents were like, we're done. Like, this is literally constant. It's constant. Like, why can't you just stop talking?
Shut your damn
And they
mouth.
said, we're just going to send you to CGA.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, that'll fix everything.
You're like, yeah, come on. That's
off,
going to make it even worse, I would think, because I would act out because I'm a little rebellious.
Right? Yeah. First off, I'm going to act out. Second off, I kind of like girls a little bit too. And third, I get talks too much.
Why would you put me in a room with a bunch of women or girls?
What? That makes no sense.
That's a great distraction. So I, as girls, we mature a lot faster than boys, but I was that late bloomer because everybody in my class was a full year to some were almost 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
So when girls were prepubescent, I was not.
Oh yeah.
And when girls were starting to develop, I was not.
Yeah. Same. I had a girl, one of my best friends, probably 4th or 5th grade. I had a training bra. And she said,
I didn't even need one till I was like a sophomore in high school.
That's the thing. I was wearing the training bra.
Yeah.
And best friend. And she was very well endowed. And she looked at me and said, why are you wearing that?
Oh.
And I was like, well, my mom said that I should. And she's like, well, you don't even need it. And this is my best friend, but that time frame, it's so hard. So my whole life, I found myself in more of that social setting than the academic. That was second to me. Yeah.
And so, I just decided that because I wasn't a great student and I had done so terribly on the ACT and I only took it once, that college was not for me. Yeah. So I decided that I was going to go to beauty school, but I didn't want to just go to beauty school. I wanted to go and I wanted to move to like LA. And I wanted to go do like makeup artist.
Beauty school dropout.
I wanted to graduate and I wanted to go. I wanted to go to Chicago. I wanted to go to LA. I wanted to go to New York. I wanted to do fashion. Like I almost went into fashion merchandising. But then I thought the paperwork and the boring part, I didn't want to have anything to do with that. So long story short, went to beauty school, went to a Paul Mitchell school here in Columbus. Got great training. Like I was able to work with Paul Mitchell platform artists, that are huge, that do like the hair shows. And I was like, that's what I want to do. I'm going to do that and be on the hair show, be a hair show person. Yeah. I'm going to be a headliner. That's what I'm going to do. And then I got pregnant. Yeah. So, I've always wanted to be a mom. Like I always wanted to be pregnant. So like I knew I was going to be a mom earlier than most of the people in my life or my friends, just because I was that person who would be like waiting at the church nursery after church to hold people's babies.
Holy smokes.
I was tiny and I'd just be like, can I hold your baby? Yeah. Oh, people would let me too. Yeah. No. So I volunteered I volunteered and did that type of stuff. So I loved it. And then I had Jaden and, didn't work for a little while. And then I got back into it and I went and after I had Jaden, I went and got my license, took my test, started working. And I worked behind the chair for years and years and years and years and years. It started out as I was working most weekends and evenings. I would work 4 to 9 because my husband at the time would come home and he would be home by 4. So I would be able to get in the car and go at 4:30, and then I would come home at 9:30, and then work every Saturday. So I started doing that, and then once my ex-husband and I split, I went full time into working behind the chair, and so I worked full time behind the chair 5 years. During the divorce and all the things. And then I got out of it when Andrew and I got married and we got pregnant with Brecken because I had some health issues while I was pregnant. Had to stay home, had to go on like partial bed rest, blood pressure, all the fun things when you're pregnant in your 30s and you're reaching that advanced maternal age. But something was missing. Something was missing. I had been so independent because I didn't stay with my parents the whole time. So I eventually got my own apartment and paid my bills. And I had some help from like my grandma and stuff like that. Like she would pay my car payment.
Sure.
But something was missing and I wanted to get back into it. So, but I wasn't necessarily ready to go back to work. Yeah. So I started network marketing, direct sales, parties. Yeah. So
I don't know anything about that.
You name it, I have probably sold it. Minus toys. I never did that.
Did you ever sell knives?
No, I didn't do cut.
Dude.
But I had people who did.
Worst. So
it's like door-to-door sales.
Door-to-door
and appointments.
Selling knives.
Knives, and they're expensive.
Expensive knives.
Yeah. So are you talking about Cutco?
Yes. I was in college and I was like, I don't want to get a job. But like, I need gas money.
You want to go out.
I was a smoker at the time.
You want to get
I need my smokes.
You want to get all your stuff.
I need my stash, right?
You need your bottom shelf vodka.
Boone's Farm.
Right?
So
Mad Dog 2020.
I don't even know because the internet wasn't a thing. So I don't even know how I saw anything about this. Maybe just a flyer in a, whatever. And I went to this training, seminar, event, meeting thing. And I was like, bet, I'm about to do this.
Yeah.
They gave us the thing. They gave us the training. I left there with a packet. And then I remember I had one friend from high school whose stepmom was a chef.
Okay.
For a pizza joint. Well, she was a chef, but she was hired. Her career was with a pizza place.
Okay.
And she was on the creative, like the corporate creative board, like coming up with things. But anyway, because of her chef background, she was like my first client, right? I go to the house, try to sell her these knives. It was terrible because I don't know anything. I still don't know. I mean, 25 years later, I still don't know shit about anything in the kitchen.
All I know is that I just keep cutting myself with knives. So.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then, I tried Leah Sophia jewelry. Sold that for a while.
I didn't sell that, but I have been to parties.
Yeah.
I did sell Premier designs.
Okay. Yeah.
I sold party light candles.
Oh, I never got into the smelly stuff.
Well, I worked for one of the senior regional vice presidents. She's like one of the highest. She's like who brought party light to this area of Ohio.
Yeah.
And so I would actually I worked for her as her like office assistant.
Oh, okay.
She had like a home office in her basement.
Yeah.
With shitloads of inventory. And I would file her pay stubs.
Yeah.
Homegirl was making like $25,000.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure.
A month in one paycheck, and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
So I tried that. It didn't work.
Yeah.
So anyway, long story short, something was missing. So I got back into it. I started selling makeup.
Yeah.
I started selling Unique. Moved up rather quickly.
Yeah.
Advanced halfway through. Between like starting and top rank.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like right in the middle, and I had a team of like 26 people under me and could not make $100 a month. Couldn't do it.
Oh.
Couldn't do it with all those people underneath me. So at that point I got frustrated and I quit. So I started, a girlfriend of mine, one of my closest friends. She was like, she lived in Charlotte, and she's like, I'm coming in. I want you to do my hair and makeup for the wedding. But I'm also going to hire a couple people from the knot.com, which is like a bridal website where you go and...
I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
Never been on it.
Well, but
nothing there.
But you go and there's like preferred vendor lists.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So like you can advertise on, like I could advertise on the Knot right now.
Yeah.
It's very expensive though. It's like a car payment.
Okay.
And so I never have done it, but long story short, I show up to, the Westin.
Ooh.
Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
The fancy hotel downtown.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I show up.
The fancy one.
I show up. I had no idea how many people, I knew who I was doing, and I had no idea how many people were.
Know who I'm doing.
I didn't know who else was getting done. So of course I took an assistant because I had like 8 people on my list.
Yeah.
So I took a girlfriend of mine that I was just going to pay her outright. Ended up showing up to the hotel, and my competition is there. This is like, I know the family. And so of course I would never come to a job looking like I just rolled out of bed, but this person did.
Oh, okay.
And she had an assistant, and they had an assistant. There were 3 of them, and a whole makeup crew plus me. So there was about 15 to 25 people. And this was a long time ago that needed hair and makeup. So I was doing the bride, I was doing the maid of honor, I was doing the mom, I was doing a couple other brides, right? And then everybody else was coming in, like her family. She has a large family, divorced, so large blended family. And I thought, damn, I walked out of there after paying my girl like $175 because we were there for like 6 hours. I left with $1,200 in my pocket, and I thought, why the hell?
Yeah.
If this is the number 1 person on the Knot, and I fixed all of her hair, she was in and out like a fart in the wind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was in, she was out. She did not look professional. And so I had like this aha moment, and I was like, damn, because at the time I was a spa director at a day spa, making like, $15 an hour, managing 14 women. So I was like, I'm going to do this. So at that point, that was 2018. That is when I was like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start doing this. And a lot of my business has been word of mouth.
Yeah. Right.
And then everything was great for 2 years. I still am very picky of who I give my time to.
Right. Yeah.
Only because I've been doing this for so long, and I don't have time for crazy. I don't have time for drama. I don't have time for bridezillas. And I will heavily vet you before I agree to take time out of my kids and my husband's time of me, because this is my side job, right? Like my 9 to 5 is in marketing and I love it. So yeah, I started, and then 2020 happened and all the weddings were canceled. So I was like, well, shit, now I have to like try to find something else. And that was right around the time that I kind of met Dee. Told me about where I currently work, and I got a job there, and I've been there for almost 2 years and I love it. And I'm doing this hair stuff still part-time. Yeah. So I specialize in bridal hair and makeup, lashes. But I really have become very passionate. And I think it's just because of where I am in my life and my age of skincare. Yeah. And focusing on, instead of covering up the flaws, like the natural flaws that we have, let's work for the root of that problem. Let's treat the skincare. Let's get a good skin routine. Let's make sure we're wearing SPF. Let's make sure that we are, we've got our armor on for the freaking 40s. Hello 40s, right? Like you're wrinkling, your skin is losing elasticity, your collagen production is drastically dropping year after year. Yeah. Like we're aging. I'm not. You're not. I refuse. I mean, I'm not either because I pay for Botox, but I'm just not gonna do it. Like I didn't click subscribe. So she's like, I passed. I'm just not doing that one. It's like, you know how they say you can, well, just scroll past it. If you don't like it, just scroll past it. Well, that's what I'm doing to aging. I'm done with that. So totally I just recently signed a lease. Yeah. In a salon in Bexley. And I have my own room, and I am going to be opening my books for the first time in about 10 years for actual hair clients. I'm going to be offering color and cutting services along with my special occasion stuff. I can still do travel like on site, but I have a place to land now. So, and it continues to feed my creativity, one, and two, there is something about me as a person who literally is so passionate about just making women feel beautiful in their own ability. Nothing that I do with my clients makes them beautiful, right? Like, you're enhancing what they already have. I am working with their natural, God-given beauty. Yeah. Natural beauty and just making them feel like they're enough when they're in my chair. Yeah. So it's helping them see it. And then when you spin that person around in your chair and you're done with their hair, I got goosebumps. And the smile on their face, or just or even just giving that person an opportunity to be themselves for an hour with no judgment and no, oh man, just a safe space. Yeah, girl. I knew who was having affairs. I knew all the things. That's how this came to be. Yes. Just telling you shit. Us. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's my passion is I want any woman feeling a little bit better, or they have a little bit more pep in their step, or they feel like they are so confident they want to go home and like make a move on their husbands. Like that, you know what I mean? Like, I do. That is worth it. It's just one person. And so that is what I want everyone to experience when they come and hang out with me. But, so that's where I'm at. And I'm really excited to see where this is going to go. I've had a lot of people ask me like, how are you going to do this and work full time? Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm going to be very picky of my time, but I'm also, not to like change things up to like get weird, but like, I also feel like there's like a higher calling on my life as far as I'm looking at this salon thing almost as like a ministry in a way where I can like be there for people. There's been a lot of times where, I have have done pro bono services for women who can't afford it. Maybe they've had a baby and they just can't, they're down on their luck or they're, whatever.
Yeah.
I've done a few, and that to me is so special. And I want to continue to do that type of stuff. So I feel like by me doing this with the salon, I'm somewhat, and this sounds really weird, and I'm not trying to get weird, I promise.
This is a woo-woo.
But like,
we started out talking about
69. No, but like, I feel like there's purpose.
Yeah.
There's purpose. There's like, I feel like I'm being obedient in my calling.
Sure.
Whether you think that's the universe, God, whatever that is to you. Yeah. That's kind of where I'm just following the lead path of
I can dig
that.
So I was preparing for this with you. And I got to thinking, one of my thoughts in the shower, the term or phrases, right? I've heard, mompreneur.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard, let's see, female entrepreneur, girl power. So
mom boss,
right?
Girl boss.
We had when my daughter was home for spring break, we had what was it? International Women's Day. Okay, and everybody, okay. Now listen, this is gonna be like, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a woman.
Yeah.
I mean, not obviously, but yes, people, everyone. I am a woman. Okay.
And you like them too.
So I love empowering other women because that's how I feel. I love supporting other women because I want that too.
Yeah. Hello, game-changing woman.
I also appreciate and support and empower men. Okay. I think that everyone deserves the equality. Equality is my thing.
Yes.
Okay. So when a woman comes to me and says she wants to start a business or she wants to do this or she wants to, break the glass ceiling or whatever, I'm going to support you 100%. But I cannot subscribe to the girl power, the mom boss, the girl boss, the female entrepreneur, because I don't see the requirement for a differentiation. That bothers me. That bothers me. I do not have any things. I've got no stickers, no Tervises, no fucking Stanleys that say anything about girl power. I can't do it.
I'm with you on that. I'm not like, I feel like I go against the grain.
And that's not the norm.
No, it's not the norm because they're all femme, fort.
But here's the thing. If you truly are, this is my opinion.
Your brain.
If you truly are a feminist, if you truly are supportive of women and our equality to men, then there is no reason to differentiate. There is no reason to use that descriptor.
Girl power.
There's no reason for it. You're just an entrepreneur.
Right.
Andrew is an entrepreneur.
Yes.
We are all the fucking same. It's
Yeah.
power, whether it's power and power.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of this.
It's so funny that
and
you
I
mentioned
said,
that.
so I was just thinking it over in my brain. And I said, okay, so why? Why did we need to do this? Why did we feel the need to describe it this way? Is it because men had it first? And if that's the case, men had it first because we weren't allowed to have it. Okay.
True.
We weren't allowed.
But I also think that in the same era, if you look at like the 40s and the 50s, when women really weren't working a whole lot, like the norm was to be a stay-at-home mom and to take care of your husband.
During the world wars, we had to go out and work.
Right.
And that's when things started.
And then women were like, "Ooh, I kind of like this."
Amen. So as of the most, I looked at 2 different resources. I couldn't sleep.
Oh my God, this kept you up.
Oh man.
Oh honey, I'm so sorry.
I know. Listen, when I shower late at night and then I have thoughts, then I just.
Oh,
okay. So
I get it.
Way past
because your brain just doesn't stop.
Way past bedtime, and bedtime for me is like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I know. I go to text you sometimes, and your fucking notifications are silent.
Yeah, 8
I'm like, it's 8. It's not even 8. I mean, she's silent. I'm like,
o'clock.
she's either working out and doesn't want to be bothered, or she's
I have circles now. When I'm in this vicinity,
like a little old lady.
It turns off because I'm working out and I don't want to be bothered. I don't wear fucking PJs.
Oh, girl. Oh, that's true. I wouldn't expect anything different.
Shit. If I wear anything, I've become a fan of, God, we are squirreled all over the place.
I know. It's so funny. I love this.
If I wear anything to bed, it's either I look homeless because it's like full on sweats and sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Okay, like the biggest sweatshirt I own, the biggest sweatpants I own, or a men's t-shirt. Like I'll go to Kohl's and I'll buy like the 3XL t-shirts from the men's department. People probably think I've got some like big man at home.
When I was dating Andrew, I would always steal a t-shirt or a sweatshirt from his closet before I would pack up and go home.
Yeah. Because my ex swears up and down that I have a sweatshirt.
Yeah. Which one? The recent ex?
Yeah. Swears.
Did you tell him that if you had it, you would have burned it along with everything else in your memory of him?
He said,
ew.
Well, there's a video of you in it at my house. And I was
at your house?
Oh, at your house.
Okay.
Whatever. Anyway.
We're like, okay.
So anyway, so 2 resources. I'm looking at this. 43% of small businesses currently.
Okay. And I'm paying attention.
43% of small businesses are owned by women. Okay. And since 2019, the rate in which those businesses are growing, the rate in which, like the small businesses are coming
they're booming.
To be, right?
Yeah.
More women are opening small businesses than men.
Yes.
Percentage wise, even though we only own 47% of the market right now. Okay. Just under half. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're growing at a faster rate, just under half of the new business since COVID. Okay. 47% of the entire working population is female.
How much?
47.
Oh.
Okay. And then 43% of those, right, are small business owners. Okay. Working moms, because this was important to me.
Hello.
70%.
We have 8 children between the 2 of us.
That's disgusting.
Oh my God.
We should have 9 children, but you know.
Well, we should have 10.
Oh yeah, that's right. We should have
had 10. One too.
Okay.
Yeah.
70% of moms with children 18 or under, like living at home children, 70% of moms work outside of the home. 75% of that 70 are working full-time. Yeah. Full-time outside of the home, plus taking care of all of the children.
All the children.
And of those women, 40% are the 40% of the 47 working population. 40% of those women are the main breadwinner for the home. So almost half of the married women.
What is that saying where if you can't get it done right the first time, you should have had a woman do it. Should have asked a woman, or I don't remember the whole thing, but you know what I'm talking about.
I do. So I just found those stats to be very interesting. And
I think they're very interesting.
I thought they would be good to share with you as someone who, we're in the corporate world, both of us, right? We're both in the corporate world. We both have multiple children. Yeah. That are 18 plus, 18 under, right? Yeah. And we own businesses. And I don't ever want to be called a female entrepreneur. I don't ever want to be called that. I don't want somebody to be like, girl power. Now, I do have the vagina gang sign, but that's a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother thing. I'll be in a vagina gang, but I don't want to be a girl boss.
I'm so far away from you. There, hi.
Hey, girl.
Welcome to the party. Now that it's almost over.
Yeah, I'm all about it. I'll support anybody, but especially women, because I do want there to be that equal distribution. And I do want those women to feel empowered enough where they don't have to feel like they need to differentiate either. You're just a fucking business owner. You're a small business owner. You're an entrepreneur,
business person.
Yeah, you don't need to be. You don't need to put that tag on there. It's garbage. I hate it so much. It was 1 in 3 small businesses do not have a website, but everyone I don't know the percentage, but majority of the Gen Pop, when we're looking for a business, we go to the internet. Well, yeah. So if you're not on the internet,
if you're not digitally being
if you're a small
found,
business owner and you're not on the internet,
If you're not found.
How the fuck are I mean, now
if you're not on Google either,
are you
on Google?
I don't
You
know.
need a Google business profile.
I don't actually know.
That would house. We'll talk later.
Yeah, we have so much to do.
I know.
We have so much to do. Anyway, fun facts, fun stats. This went long, and that's okay.
That's okay.
It went a little clearly, long. We have a shit ton to talk about, and we have covered, again,
a lot.
ADHD.
Hey, I took my medicine, though.
But you also took a pre-workout. I swear to God. We're over here. I'm drinking like this fancy freaking energy water.
I've got
a pre-workout over here. I don't know what's happening anymore.
I'm not even working out. I'm just it's just my energy drink. It's the cleaner version of like a Monster.
Listen,
I'm
not judging.
Girl, I gotta tell you because you're my nutritionist.
I drink a pre-workout.
You're my coach.
I'm on the green fizz right now. Max Effort green fizz. And I'm terrified. I'm terrified about it. It's like double. So I take like, so it literally says on there 1 scoop max per day, right? And so the dudes take it, and I'm literally
you're like shaking like granules into your water.
I'm like a freaking drug dealer over here. My pre.
So my psychiatrist was telling me that in order, like in between waiting for like the prescription and doing it, she said, and this is do your own research, people. Okay, I'm not a doctor. We are not giving medical advice. No. But she told me that when you have a certain amount of caffeine in your bloodstream
with ADHD,
yes,
you're fucked.
No. This is the amazing part. So if you don't take an Adderall or a Vyvanse or an ADHD medicine, and you are having a really hard time focusing, to have an energy drink. Because the caffeine sends a signal to the same part of your brain that quiets the response of ADHD. So for me, it's brain noise. It's just noise, right? But when I'm on my medicine, or if I power through the morning with green energy, and by green, I'm talking about this powder that I use, because it's clean. Yeah. It's not like a Monster.
Right.
And it doesn't have all that in it.
No.
That it will signal the same part of your brain that it tells your brain to calm down.
Interesting.
So it does the opposite. It has the opposite effect.
When I drink coffee, I want to fall asleep. Yeah. I literally I could drink a full black coffee.
I am not going to diagnose you, but I am going to tell you that.
Oh man,
I'm just like me.
I know. Golly. I had a PT client who told me that.
But you also are way more active and more fitness oriented. Like you work out and train every day. I don't. I should do it more than I do, but I just don't. And so that is probably good for you. Like the reason why you need that is because your body, your body can't rest and recover and do that entire cycle on its own without you burning up your energy or using your energy to get tired or to just get right. Like the first time I had the medicine this past time, I was on it and I got emotional because I'm like, this is how a normal person's brain is. Yeah. This is what it means. Like, this is what normal people who are not neurodivergent, this is how their mind works. I was floored. I was blown away because I have never in my 41 years have ever been able to silence the noise. It was never I'm so hyper. Now, maybe when I was younger, I think it was more ADD. Now that I'm older, I think that like, the ADD with the anxiety has created that like hyperactive noise. Yeah.
Does it help when you have sex?
Oh yeah.
That's calming.
It's calming. It is an energy reducer, but then there's also that like deep, intimate, emotional connection. Yeah.
That's the anxiety piece.
Right. Yeah. Because you and I think are really similar in just our personalities,
and then I feel fine.
Yeah.
Like I'm ready to focus right after a workout. Well, usually right after a workout, I want to have sex. Like bad. And that That needs to happen.
You're working out with your date tonight.
I need to have.
What does that mean?
I need to have
Good thing this isn't launching today, so he's listening to it like, I'm getting lucky.
The series of events for me, right? I work out. Now I feel happy. I got the endorphins going, right? So now I want to have sex. And then I do that. And now I'm like chill. I'm focused. I've checked things off, right? Remake the bed or, I don't know, straighten up the kitchen wherever I was. Right?
I was able to like clean my house on a lunch break.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Do you know that like I can't even like I'm a closet messy person.
Okay.
So like you look around my house right now, everything looks like it's pretty much in its space, right? You open up my closet doors and
it's done. That's a wrap.
Freaking bomb.
That's a wrap.
It's bad.
I'm the same.
And my car is very similar and it drives Andrew nuts. But I can't have it all buttoned up perfectly all the time, right? So I have to have a space that I'm allowed to fucking trash.
Yeah.
And that is my bathroom sink and my closet. Now my husband's always like, I don't know how you function with your bathroom sink because I have like a mirror. I have a lazy
chaos.
Yes, I know where everything is.
Same.
Everything.
Like don't fucking move
But
it.
I also in the mornings when I'm getting ready, I am not fucking cleaning up.
No.
I'm not doing it. No. I am going.
Listen, I do make my bed every morning.
We do too.
I make my bed.
He does
but
for
like,
the most part.
Wherever shit lays, that's where it lays.
Yeah.
I'm not playing.
No.
I'll fix it later.
No.
And
the house is clean. It's just that area.
I was shaking.
They're just messy.
Recoveries, right? And I got it all over the counter. It wasn't the other days.
Is that what this is? Is that what this is? Is that what I have?
I don't know.
Okay.
So when it dries like with a little white crust. Okay. So my older of two sons snaps pictures because this is shit I do to them. I'll snap pictures, right? When I get home and they just trash the place.
Right. You're like, what the hell? Yeah. Oh, like this. Let me show you. Let me keep talking.
Yeah.
But I'll show you.
So he snaps these pictures of the countertop and sends it to me. And he's like, busted or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. He starts like momming me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like
so like shit. This is Andrew.
Yeah.
This is me, Andrew, and Noah.
Yeah.
How many times was it going to take you to pick this up instead of walking around it?
Right. Yeah.
I don't even know what it is. It's like dirt on the carpet.
They saw it. You know they
like,
saw it.
Like it's just dirt.
You know they saw it.
Or maybe it's poop. Maybe it's patent poop. It could be poop. It is dog poop.
Okay, that's disgusting.
Gross.
So, yeah.
But my kids just walk around it.
He sends it to me because it's the shit I would do. And so I said in the text, I'll get it when I get home. And he's like, oh, I know you will. Motherfucker, do not.
Do you want to live here?
Who you think you're talking to first? But then, like, I had to give it to him. You know, I got to give it to him. He gave me a piece of my own medicine. Okay. That's the shit. I'm bad for it. That's where they learned it. It's not, it's my fault.
Yeah.
I'm the problem. Anyway.
No, I get it. 100%.
All right. Whew, that's a long one.
That's a long one.
No one's going to listen to this.
If you are still with us,
they've given up. You deserve an award.
Yeah, because this was rough. If you were not ADHD, this was probably hard to follow.
Woo.
We could possibly No, I don't.
No, there's no snippets.
No, I was just gonna say make it into 2 episodes, but you can't because
there's no good break.
Because you can't.
There's no good break. Yeah. Anyway, so
thanks for listening.
Thanks for sticking with us.
Yep, y'all are awesome.
And you can find. Remind us how you find Brandi.
You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram at brandi.lee.collective. You can find me on TikTok at Brandi Lee 17. And you can also visit my website at www.brandileecollective.co. And you can also email me at brandileecollective@gmail.com.
Beautiful. And I'm Coach D.
Coach D.
Find me on Facebook, Coach D One Stop. I am on Instagram, PR_Coach D. Specializing in whole body wellness, including your sexual health, as always. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode, and we will talk to you again soon. Bye. Bye.